Hey everyone, welcome to Jersey Concept Friday. Welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here, coming at you with a specific series of Jersey concepts. This is titled the Blackout. I was going to say Black Ice, but I'm thinking of the Reebok series that existed, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. The Blackout series. This is by TechMat, so I assume, not seen these before, we are going to react together. I assume that these are all jerseys with black as the primary color. That's what I assume, unless like the logos have been changed to all be black theme or something. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out together, I guess. So let's jump right into this and let's see what TechMat has for us. Let's go. First up is Anaheim. Oops, wrong window. That's better. Okay. Actually, I didn't really notice the striping at the beginning, although it's the most vibrant part, obviously, because of the orange. I noticed the logo because we've seen that logo be recolorized quite a bit with designers in the community, but I've never seen it be recolorized or desaturated like this. The only color in it is that bit of orange highlight, and I like the white the white tape on the stick. That looks good. I actually really like this logo, the way that it's done. I don't know if I love the jersey, but I really like the logo. The striping's not bad. It's a good start. No complaints really. Next to Arizona, Kachina pattern remains. The logo has been recolorized. That looks good actually. The neck looks. I love the neck, having the Kachina up there. That balances nicely with the Kachina pattern at the bottom as well. Pretty simplistic and plain jersey other than that, though, which is fine. Shoulder patch seems maybe a little bit big, but yeah, another good one here. Next, the Boston Bruins. This one isn't that weird because of, black. They use black as a primary color, but they also have the alternate, which just has the B on there, that jersey has a lot of black in it. So this doesn't feel that awkward. Specifically, the logo looks amazing. Like, I really like the logo there. The numbers just being an outline is fine. The striping is fine. I think that's the best logo that we've seen so far. Next, the Buffalo Sabres. Well, I'm missing the yellow. I love the blue, but I'm missing the yellow a little bit. Now, the Sabres without the context of something in between them start to look like scissors. So from a distance, it looks like scissors up there on the shoulder, which is a little strange. But it replicates nicely, I guess, with the logo. I don't love the logo. I find the actual saber, or the buffalo, a little difficult to see because it's the only actual kind of like blacked out gray version of the logo. So I'm not exactly sure on this one. There's nothing really wrong with this one. I think it's probably my least favorite so far. Okay, moving on. The Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, just a little bit of, you notice the little angled striping there, or the angle in the striping that's happening on the arms. It's wider on the outside and kind of tapers on the inside as it goes in. I kind of like that, actually. That's neat. The logo looks pretty decent. I don't love the warning pattern colorized like that at the bottom, though. It's too, I don't know, it's very distracting, in my opinion. So I would probably actually remove the warning pattern along the bottom. It's cool to kind of go through this series. I like looking at general jersey concepts is great, but whenever there's a series that we can go through, that's pretty cool. If you guys want to come up with your own series, you can go to sportstemplates.net, get this exact template that you're seeing in this video, use code POST2POST, save yourself 10%, and play around with your creativity. Come up with an entire series. It doesn't have to be Blackout. It could be anything. Use your imagination, your creativity, and come up with 32 NHL jerseys. Send them in, and I will review, react, or rank them. Details on how to do that are down below in the description. And maybe you don't feel like doing the jersey template. Maybe there's another template on the site that you will want to get into. That's totally fine. The code POST2POST also applies to any template on the site. And download that, come up with an entire series, and send it in. Speaking of which, coming up on the channel, there's going to be a little bit of a marathon over the next 2 weeks of a bunch of concepts. Not just jersey concepts, helmets, uniforms, all kinds of stuff coming on the channel, and not just hockey related as well. So over the next 2 weeks, expect a marathon. I'll talk more about that in an upcoming video over the next couple of days. Let's move on. The Columbus Blue Jackets. The logo is throwing me off a little bit. I feel it's almost too dark. It gets lost a little bit, and it might have to do with the shade of blue as well, because that's a bit of a deeper shade of blue. So this one's probably a miss for me. Calgary. Okay, well, this one's not that weird because of the outline of Calgary, the logo rather, but which we've kind of seen, like I've seen on hats, on shirts, just the black logo just outlined in yellow or outlined in red. This isn't that weird for me. It's pretty boring other than that. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more life in this one. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks. Well, you could say this one is maybe just as boring. It's only got color on the arm here, but to me, this one's a little bit different. I love the recolorization of the shoulder patch, and that same kind of thematic is replicated in the logo on the front. And the logo on the front reminds me of the Winter Classic jersey a little bit from 2018, I think it was, or something around there. So I actually like this jersey. I would say it's as simplistic as the one we just looked at. It's just arranged a little bit differently. So I prefer this one. I like this one. Next, that's weird. Like, not really in a bad way. It's just weird. Like, seeing that mountain range along the bottom be gray, and just seeing that burgundy be kind of like the striping or the neon part of the jersey. It's just, yeah, I don't know. This one's thrown me for a loop. I don't think this one's bad or good. It's just cool to look at, honestly. I think the logo's okay. It's called the Avalanche, and you've got the snow being white, so snow being black and gray, so that's a little awkward. But yeah, other than that, let's move on. Whoa, the Dallas Stars. I'm gonna say zonk to the logo. I like it being outlined in the green, but everything in the middle gets lost for me. But the actual constellations in the arm as the striping, that's kind of a neat touch. I like that. I've not seen that before, at least not in a stripe. I've seen it in a whole jersey done up, but not in a stripe. Cool. The Red Wings. This is inevitable. Maybe not this exact design, but something like this I think could possibly happen for the Red Wings in the future. Maybe a stadium series or something, or an alternate, just a black two-tone jersey. I don't love the neck, though. Everything else is fine. Moving on, the Oilers, and I'm going to zonk the shoulders. I don't love the oil drop that's up there. I like the arms, though, the way that the arms, and I might move that up. I don't typically like numbers on the elbow region, so I'd move that up. But from the nips down, I think this is pretty good. Next up, Florida. That Panther got burnt. He was in the sun for too long because he is red. He looks like a lobster, not a panther. I think everything's pretty good except for the shoulders. I don't necessarily love the shoulders being gray. I think I prefer those to be black. Next, the LA Kings. This feels right and applicable and totally fine. Just a black jersey, which they use now, and having the purple be that kind of secondary color. This looks awesome, actually. I like this one. Next, the Minnesota Wild, and wow, we've got an entire scene, an entire situation, which is pulled from the logo being placed on the bottom of the jersey. We have seen this, but not in a blackout kind of style like this. I think this is okay, actually. I can kind of picture green pants going with this a little bit. Or black pants. Either way, this might actually look pretty good in a uniform. Yeah, I like this one. The Montreal Canadiens. This one reminds me of the Dallas Stars one a little bit. I like the outline of color on the logo, but everything in the middle just gets lost for me. The C becomes difficult to kind of, or that not the C, the H kind of becomes difficult to see a little bit. C. The H becomes difficult to perceive. Anyway, it's okay. Next, the Devils. I'm going to immediately say no to this one. I'm not a fan of that striping design. I can't even think of a jersey that I've seen that on recently that I like. It just stops too abruptly for me. Either stop at the shoulders up here, or don't have the shoulder and just have this section, or take it all the way down. I just personally don't like it stopping there. Next, the Nashville Predators. That logo's pretty decent. I like the arms as well. Stripe maybe a little bit low. But the logo is, I like the yellow eyes. That is neat. The piano keys on the neck is okay. It's maybe a little bit distracting, even though it's pretty, desaturated. The Islanders, wow. We've got the Fisherman Wave. We've got some orange 4-stroked striping to replicate possibly the amount of cups that they've won. And the logo looks pretty good, actually. I find that overall it's a little bit busy, maybe a little bit clashing, but it's not bad. Next, the Rangers. Could probably expect this. Now the shoulders looks like that was pulled from the front of the away jersey and just kind of like moved up a little bit. So we're just going to need to move the tag from this jersey. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Next, the Ottawa Senators. Like the O logo on the shoulder. That's cool. The primary logo looks pretty good. Numbers a little bit hard to see, but not bad. The Flyers. Logo's decent. I don't know how I feel about the stripes in the arms. It's okay. It's okay. Most of these are pretty good. None of these I've really disliked or despised. The Penguins. This feels okay. This feels like a Stadium Series jersey a little bit, kind of like the Philadelphia Flyers one. Maybe because they both used two-tone jerseys for their Stadium Series not too long ago. But this one's pretty decent. I would say that this is one of the better Blackout Series logos that we've seen so far in this lot. Next, the Kraken. Yeah, I could get on board with this. Absolutely. That logo looks amazing on black like that. Love the shoulders. A little bit of tentacle action coming on the arms. Striping down below is replicated in a smaller scale on the neck. Pretty good. The Sharks. This one loses me, I think, in the shoulder region. I think it's too much color up top. It pulls away from the visual, the primary visual intention of the logo. I think the logo should be always, not always, but mostly the number one visual in a jersey, unless you're going for like a full scene or something like the Minnesota Wild one. But right now, I see the shoulders first, I see the stripes first, I see the teal stripe at the bottom. I almost see the logo kind of last in this one. And everyone's different too. Everyone will see different things. Next, the St. Louis Blues. First thing I noticed was the numbers on there, which is, I think, too low for me personally. The rest is okay, actually. I don't mind the rest. It's pretty decent. Next, the Tampa Bay Lightning with a... It almost reminded me of the Vancouver Canucks a little bit, like an old school V-style Vancouver Canucks jersey. I think it's okay. Again, numbers a little bit low, but not bad. I think you could maybe do something a little bit more interesting with the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm just kind of referencing the alternate kind of Storm jersey that they have, which is awesome. I would say that is maybe better than this. I like the shoulder patches, though, on this one. That's awesome. Next, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Conflicted here for me. You've got lots of blue at the bottom, and then you've got lots of gray at the top, and they're almost fighting for attention. I think this one lacks balance a little bit. I would prefer to see blue shoulders or gray stripes at the bottom. Right now, it feels very counterweighted from top to bottom. Next, the Vancouver Canucks. This one looks great, actually. Immediate impressions, this one's awesome. Logo's done perfectly. Striping is done nicely. Neck is maybe a little bit too thick in the green, but other than that, it's pretty good. I like it. Next, the Vegas Golden Knights. This one does not feel awkward at all. It's, Vegas is a pretty dark brand other than their primary jersey, which is all gold. But in general, their previous home jersey was very similar to this in a way. Same kind of tones, so this one doesn't feel that out of place. Next, the Winnipeg Jets. I think you're going to lose me a little bit with the logo. I don't mind the neck, even though it's kind of weird. I don't mind it. The logo, there's so much contrast between the blue and the red, and you kind of lose the jet in the middle, so the red makes an awkward shape in behind, so maybe lose me here a little bit with this one. And the last one, the Washington Capitals. Wow. I actually really like this one. Again, numbers down a little bit too low, but other than that, I love the logo just being outlined in the red. It makes that true neon feel, as well as the stripes down below, having the caps in there, just kind of subtle, being black on the gray. This is pretty good. I actually really, really like this one a lot. It's very simple, but it feels modern too. Yeah, visually, this one's quite interesting. This one actually might be my favorite so far. I'm just gonna take a quick scroll back through everything. I'm gonna go back to the first. Okay, bear with me. You can sit here with me while I just... Minnesota was pretty good. I'll throw that one up there. Shout out to Tech Matt for this one. I like the scene on there. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with the Washington Capitals. I think this one's pretty good. This one's right up my alley. So great job on this one, Tech Matt. Really interesting series. I would say there was none in there that I really despised. They were all pretty good. A few definite standout ones for me. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section, guys, what you thought of Tech Matt's Blackout series jersey concepts. Let me know your favorites, your least favorites, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Adios.